From the Queen's anger at the Markel debacle to the release of Tommy Robinson. Welcome to the Rumble's weekly news, where we take the top 5 news stories and break them down. So, before we start, don't forget to subscribe and hit the thumbs up button as we post new videos weekly. Let's get ready to rumble. Up first, at number 5, we have the Markel debacle. It has been a testing time for the new royal couple, mainly due to this guy. The Duchess's own dad, Thomas Markle. Once again, Mr. Markle sat down for another interview with the Daily Mail, stating that he will continue to do so until his daughter contacts him. Describing her as having a sense of superiority, the former Emmy lighting director has received a major backlash over comments made about his son-in-law's late mother, Princess Diana. Stating that the princess wouldn't approve of how Mr. Markle has been treated, most certainly will not go down well with either of her sons, William and Harry. Let's not forget Harry was just 12 when his mother was killed in a fatal car crash in Paris in 1997 and caused an unprecedented outpouring of national grief. Since then, the public have been very protective of Diana's sons. Mr. Markle's latest interview has also resulted in royal aides holding crisis meetings in an attempt to sort out the whole sorry mess, potentially even involving the Queen herself. However the monarchy eventually sorts out the whole sorry mess of Thomas Markle's interviews, we're sure that, when it comes to Harry and Meghan, it'll be keep calm and carry on, at least in public anyway. Next, at number 4, the Love Island winners. After 8 weeks of flings, fights and a certain kiss, Love Island came to an end, crowning hot favourites Jack and Danny the winners. More than 3 million viewers watched the final, with ITV2 declaring it the most watched show in the channel's history. Paul and fan favourite Laura came runners-up, with Josh and Kaz third, and Meghan and Wes fourth. But after 8 weeks, there was only going to be one winning couple. Jack and Danny were the firm favourites from the word go, with bookies paying out winnings before the final even aired. Fans will have to wait a whole year until they can return to the island of love. At number 3, it's May versus Johnson. Boris Johnson has emerged as the firm favourite with Conservative supporters to overtake Theresa May. The famed Brexiteer, who sensationally quit his role as Foreign Minister, has been critical of the Prime Minister's Chequers deal, describing it famously as a polished turd. The new poll shows Johnson commanded 29% of the support amongst Tory activists and a 10-point lead over his nearest rival, Sajid Javid. It is the first time since 2016 that Johnson has topped the influential poll when he gave his backing to the Leave campaign. The question now is, will he force Theresa May into a leadership challenge? At number 2, it's Attack in Essex. Please be aware that the following footage is disturbing and does contain images that viewers may find upsetting. Shocking footage emerged last week showing the moment a man punches a woman unconscious outside an Essex nightclub. The disturbing video shows the attacker batter the young woman twice in the face following an argument outside the Faces Club in Gants Hill. It has since emerged that the man has been identified as Liam Holmes after his mother marched him down to hand himself in to the local police station. Holmes has subsequently been released, pending further investigation. And at number 1, it's the release of Tommy Robinson. Former EDL leader Tommy Robinson has been released from prison after his conviction for contempt of court was quashed. The far-right activist, whose real name is Stephen Yaxley Lennon, was released on bail due to a series of procedural laws. Robinson had been convicted in May after broadcasting a video on Facebook outside of Leeds Crown Court, which has strict reporting restrictions. Within hours of posting the video online, Robinson was brought before Judge Geoffrey Marson and jailed for 10 months. A barrage of anger from both sides followed, with many far-right activists supporting Mr. Robinson and demanding his release. Mr. Robinson now faces a new contempt case at the Old Bailey in London. That rounds up the top 5 news stories here at The Rumble. Don't forget to subscribe and like and follow us on Instagram and Twitter. The links can be found below. Until next time, keep rumbling.